So today I wanted to talk to you guys about 5 daily action steps that you can take to rock your online business. Now, whether that's just an online business, it's a network marketing business, but to really help you grow your online brand and really position yourself as an authority figure in your niche. So the first of these is really focused on your mind, and I think some people don't always remember to do this, but it's really to focus on meditation, visualization, and gratitude. So spending time, again, maybe it's only 10 to 15 minutes a day, but really trying to visualize your goals and your outcomes, right? So what is it that you want to achieve this week, this month, over the next year, maybe in the next 5 years? What does that look like for you, and what would that feel like to be able to attain that? So maybe your goal is to have more people join your online business. Maybe this week, maybe by the end of this week, maybe by Friday, you want to have 10 new people join your business. Sit and think about that for 10 minutes. How would it feel for you to really have that many people join you by next Friday, right? You have to really embrace it and understand what that would feel like. So spend some time doing that visualization and meditation, really focused on what your goals are. And another tip that I learned that I've actually been using this week that I found really helpful is to keep a gratitude journal. So before you go to bed every night, write down the 10 things that you're grateful for every single day. And the more detailed you can be, I think the better. But they really should, they've done research, and I think it's shown that if you do this before you go to bed, it not only reduces levels of stress, but it can also help you sleep better. And at the end of the day, if you're positive, you're a positive person, you're writing these things down on what you're grateful for, that's just going to continue to attract positivity to you. So that's another thing that you can do. But again, 10 to 15 minutes, but just make sure you do dedicate some time to meditation, visualization, and your mindset. So that leads me into action step 2, which is personal development. So I would say you want to be spending at least 15 to 30 minutes every single day focused on personal development. So we want to be learning, we want to be growing and exercising our mind every single day. It's like anything else. Like if you don't go to the gym every day, like you lose it, right? You need that practice. So it's the same thing with your mind. So you need to be continuing to remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing, how you're going to get there. That process isn't going to be easy, and it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have challenges, so you need to be mentally strong to really get you through that. You can listen to books, or read books, you can listen to audiobooks, you can listen to podcasts, you can attend trainings. There's multiple ways you can go about getting your personal development every day. I personally listen to a podcast. It's usually anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, and I get creative with it. So you can listen, I'll listen to it when I'm running on the treadmill, or I can listen to it when I'm in the car on the way to work. It doesn't need to take more time out of your day, but you can get creative and figure out how that can fit into your schedule. And number 3 is you want to learn something new every single day. So maybe you're spending an hour or a half hour learning something new. And this is really going to depend on who your target market is. So if you're in a network marketing business and maybe you're selling makeup, then go out there and learn something that your audience would want to know. So maybe they would love to know how to create a cat eye or how to contour. Go out there and learn how to do it, and jot down some notes, right? Take some notes, learn how to do it. Maybe you don't know how to do that currently. Maybe if you are targeting more network marketers, or you want to be out there actually helping people learn how they can, grow more leads for their business, enroll more people, maybe sell more products, then go out there, listen to some trainings, and write down some tips and write down what you learned, how they can do that. Maybe learn how you can do a Facebook Live. Maybe learn how you can prospect on Facebook and write down those notes. So that's going to lead into number 4, right? You're going to want to take those notes and you want to go teach what you learned, right? So you want to go out, create content in the marketplace with what you learned. And you don't have to go out there and pretend like you don't know everything. You can refer to, who taught you that, where you learned it from. And you're going to want to go ahead and teach what you learned, right? So if you learned how to do a cat eye, create some content. Maybe that's a video of you actually demonstrating how to do a cat eye or how to contour, or maybe that is a blog post on how to do that. Whatever it is, you want to create content and put that out in the marketplace. And this is really going to position yourself as an authority figure, right? Because you're showing people how to do something. Anytime you want them to be able to come to you when they need something. They want to think of you as that. You want them to think of you as that expert. So maybe the next time somebody has a question about makeup, or maybe whatever that your target market is, you want them to think of you, right? You want them to come to you because they're like, you know what? Tiffany's always posting videos about makeup and how to do that, and I really want to know. They're going to want to reach out to you because they see you as that authority figure. So that's really important. And another side note, that's really important that I find really helpful is anytime you learn anything, right? So whether you're listening to a personal development podcast, or you're out there listening to a training, or you're just going about your normal life and you learn something that you find is valuable, write it down. If any of you guys know who Ray Higdon is, he's an authority figure within the network marketing industry. He will tell you that any of your notes are uncashed checks if you are not turning them into content. You have content physically sitting with you that you've learned that you could be sharing with other people who could find that valuable. So I'm going to channel my inner Nadia Melton here, but she would tell you, don't be stingy with your goodness, right? So if you have information, you have things that you can teach people that would help them, you want to go out there and share that with them. And this might not be everybody. Even if you can only help one person, you're doing your job if you can go out there and share what you've learned, because maybe somebody out there is looking for that, and maybe they're out there looking for you. So that's my 4th daily action step, is be out there teaching something every single day. And number 5 is you want to be, and actually this is one of the most important pieces if you have an online business. I mean, you can be doing steps 1 through 4, but if you're not doing number 5, you're not going to be growing your business. You're not going to be making any money. And that is really networking and connecting with people. And really you want to focus on just starting conversations, right? You want to be out there connecting, talking to people, and understand what they're up to, what they're doing, and what problems they have, and figure out, are there any problems they have that you can help them solve? If you're an entrepreneur, you are a natural problem solver. You're out there to solve problems, and maybe your product, your business, or your opportunity is something that can solve their problems. So if maybe they are overweight and they've really been struggling to lose weight and they really need the motivation to do that, and maybe you have some tips and things you can teach them to do that, they might be looking for you. And maybe that's a problem you can help them solve. Or maybe it's somebody who has been at home and they haven't been able, maybe they're home with their kids and they haven't been able to have time for a job, and they really want to be able to contribute to the family, and they're looking for a way to, make some money from home without it disrupting their life and what they're currently doing. Maybe your opportunity can help them with that. Maybe this is an opportunity that would help them solve that problem. So you don't want to be going out there and commission breath just trying to sell your product. You really want to be looking for people who have a problem that you can help them solve. And let's be honest, not everyone's going to have a problem you can solve, and that's okay. You're not out there to help or to try and sell every single person you come in contact with. It's about connecting and really understanding who has a need and offering information and potentially a solution to the problems that they have. So that's what you want to do. So make sure you are definitely spending time every single day doing your networking, connecting, out there prospecting, and figuring out how you can help people solve their problems. So those are my 5 action steps. So if you're still with me, drop me a comment. Let me know which of those 5 you found the most helpful, or maybe which of those 5 you are doing every day, or which ones you aren't doing but know you're going to start doing.